G'day everybody and welcome to the M&M show. We are wrapping up the month of August, and of course we got to see each other in the month of August in Nashville, and we had our amazing theme, thanks to Pamela, of forgiveness. So Michelle, the magnitude question is, how has forgiveness, or has it shown up in your world in the month of August?
Yes, I don't think that it's really presented itself like in a big, bold light for me. I think forgiveness is tough for all of us. But I think if we can forgive, we're just going to be better people all around. And I think in our world climate today, where there is a lot of maybe anger, I think there's lack of respect, and it's easy to get, just dragged down into that. And that to me is a good place where forgiveness can, present itself, and we should treat the human race with respect. So that's just more of an overall. I've not had that big light direct forgiveness this month.
Yeah, I think for me, with the mindset tip of forgiving ourselves first and foremost, and practicing self-care is so interlinked, especially as coaches, because we're giving and we're giving and we're giving. So I had a moment in the golf club championships last weekend where I had a bogey and then a double bogey and then a triple bogey. And it was sort of heading in the wrong direction. And the self-talk was, and I'm a mindset coach, right? So the self-talk was getting pretty ugly, and it was getting to a point where I was like, actually, who am I? Like, is this me? And yeah, it is me. And I think I'm only human, right? So we have these emotions, but it was like, okay, just forgive yourself, because it was all based on one shot about 3 holes ago that went in the water, right? And so it was like, okay, forgive yourself, Emma, for hitting that ball in the water, right? And now what? We're 3 holes later, and we're letting the spiral continue. And I saw that play out also in this month with, I don't know, I feel like road rage is on the up.
People road rage.
Yeah, just cutting each other off. And when you almost take a step back and not forgive people for driving stupidly, but you could almost anticipate, oh, that person's going to do this or that person's going to do that. Those two stories came up for me in the month of August, and I thought that they did relate to forgiveness, because it was almost like, okay, if I'm prepared or I can anticipate that that's going to happen, then I'm not as triggered by that person's behavior. And so coming full circle back to myself on the course, I was able to turn it around on that next hole and finish second in the club champs. Yeah, behind Tina Samara, but that's she won. But
we'll give
last
you
year I was 8th
on second to Tina. So
yeah, and I finished 8th the year before. So so I was happy to be able to turn it around. But I was definitely not heading for a second place position, because it was very close. Right. First place was not close, but second place, there was about 5 of us sort of going for that position. So just relating that back to sport, I think, forgiving ourselves in sport and giving yourself a break, because tennis, coming back to our sport, it doesn't reward perfection. No. It doesn't matter how good my drive is sometimes. It doesn't matter how good the perfect serve is.
Right.
It really rewards bravery. And so being able to let go and forgive, if maybe someone makes a line call that's, that you swear you thought you hit that serve on the line down the tee, just maybe letting it go, and maybe just not playing that victim as well. That plays into forgiveness as well. Did that trigger anything for you?
Yeah, I mean, in relationships to sports, I mean, again, we're tough on ourselves because we strive for excellence. And I don't know, this is so much forgiveness, but I was training tennis yesterday, and I haven't been on the court for myself barely in 2 months, which is so unusual, highly, highly unusual for me. And, knowing that I'm not at where I need to be for me, for my tennis fitness, when I say tennis fitness, I mean you're playing in 100-degree plus weather. All right. And, I could say that I'm Scorch Fit, okay, which Scorch is just the gym that I, train at, whatnot, or you can be like Golf Fit, but they're all different disciplines, okay? And because you're fit in one doesn't mean that you're fit in the other, because they have a lot of different variables going on. And I just look at it like it is what it is. I'm out here, I'm doing it, and can I get a little bit better every day?
Mm.
So I think it's a little bit off forgiveness, but
Yes.
that's okay. We'll
Yes.
wrap it up there.
Yes. Although I just thought of one more story in the month
Okay,
of
good.
August. Remember, I think I told you in Nashville, but I did fall off my skateboard. I thought I was 12 again. And, I was tic-tac, I was getting my confidence up and I was like, yeah, I can still do this. And of course, the skateboard went one way and I went the other. And I'm still got that little niggle. So another example where I was so, upset with myself, thinking, what were you doing? Like thinking that you're 12 again. I mean, when you used to skateboard a lot, like, why would you do that? And why would you put yourself out for, like, it's definitely not better. Like, it's not 100%, but it's okay. It's happened as well, isn't it? So it's letting go, then forgiving yourself. Okay, maybe next time don't try and build up speed down a hill to tic tac. And then and next time wear padding, helmet, right?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
I've also finally been able to book myself in this week to get treatment. So it always comes back to control the controllables. I think that's been a theme for a year and a half. But anyway, we'll finish there. I just had to share my August reflections. Thank you, Pamela, for allowing us this opportunity. And I did get a really nice text message as well from one of my clients in Scotland that said also was really grateful for the opportunity to forgive herself. So, that's what the M&M show is all about. So reflect on that magnitude question for you. And thank you, Michelle. And we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Emma.